remember growing up and my mom's like, she had a vast ear for like what she liked. She be jamming Stevie, so that's where I get my Stevie love from. But like Stevie, Marvin Gaye, the Bee Gees, Cyndi Lauper, Janet Jackson. I mean, her music influences were all over the place. She loved Genesis and Phil Collins, so you know what I'm saying? You know, that just, you know, so hearing all that, then my dad was into like funk, so he liked the P-Funk, he loved Cameo. When I first heard, I want to say Children's Story, man, like that song was so like stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? Just the change-ups in it. I've always had a weird infatuation with music, period. I've always felt like something was wrong with me. For the simple fact, like I felt stuff on a level that I know at whatever age I was at those certain moments I did supposed to feel music. So I kind of always knew that music was a thing. But hip-hop, I mean, Children's Story was the first hip-hop song I remember hearing. Of course, you know, it's a given. I like the Ghetto Boys and stuff, you know. And I really used to like... what's my man, ESG, man. ESG came out with swinging and banging. Like, I never heard somebody from Houston rap like that when he busts out swinging and swinging, bigging and banging like I'm turning left. I'm like, wow, this dude can really rap. So, I mean, he stood out there, you know, the whole Swamp House movement, but them dudes weren't from Houston, but, you know, Swamp House was based, you know, here. So, like, that whole, like, the 8 Ball MJG and, you know, T-Law, that, you know, they was making some really good stuff. So, you know. Yeah.
Talk a little bit about, you know, what it was like in college majoring in music.
Man, I mean, it was interesting. I mean, your ear gets developed so much more by, you know, first of all, you know, learning how to read music, learning, you know, the history of music and sound, and then learning how to use your voice as an instrument. You know, that you are a producer, you are an instrumentalist, because your voice is an instrument. You know what I'm saying? So learning how to manipulate my voice was, man, it was life changing in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And then listening to all these different kind of musics, you start, your ear just develops, and where you can appreciate other things, you know, way more than you could, you know, before you got introduced. I knew I wanted to do music when I was like 4 or 5. I remember, you know, living with my aunt, uncle, and my cousins, and I would get my girl cousins, and I would, you know, get them together, get like some girls in the neighborhood, and put them together in a group and have them, you know, practicing certain songs. Like I remember, there was this group called Voices back in the day. They had the song Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. I remember having my 2 girl cousins and 2 of their friends, and they were older than me, but they followed me. I had them practicing the song, dance steps, and I was doing choreography and everything. I knew I had a knack for like music, you know what I'm saying, and seeing the whole vision, you know. So I knew then that's why when I wanted to do music. Sophomore year, this was like March of 04. I just came back from London from spring break, and just came back with a new vigor for rhyming and for, you know, making music. And I linked up with this producer that he had heard about me on campus. You know, I used to be in like battles and different like spoken word competitions, so, you know, he knew I could, you know, MC and whatnot. And so he played basketball with Golden, with Key Midas, and so me and him started working on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? We were working on some songs, and, you know, but his tracks were so watered down. He was a real good producer, but he wanted to make, you know, popular music, so he was willing to, like, you know, kind of water down his sound and his own talent to try to fit a certain mode. And you know, Golden would always give him samples, like give him albums and samples, like, yo dog, this is what you need to chop up, because Golden couldn't make beats then. He had the ear and he knew what he wanted to do, he just didn't have the equipment and stuff to do it, so he was helping this guy out. So one day Golden just got fed up of this dude like watering the sound, and, you know, the songs that we were making weren't coming out like they should. And Golden's like, man, well, I get some equipment, you know what I'm saying, me and you gonna start working together, man, you know what I'm saying, we gonna become a group. I'm like, well, cool. So that summer of 04, Golden gets his old, I don't know what kind of computer that was, man, but it was one of them old joints that still had a floppy drive, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he got Magics, started putting it together, man. And first beat he sent me was this, he sampled Madlib, you know what I'm saying, loop that mug, and man, I wrote to it like in a matter of about 30 minutes, and it was all from there. We was like, man, dog, we gotta do a group, so we started working on the album, you know what I'm saying. I don't even think it's a love for music. I think it's more of like a lifeline. Like the music has been, you know, in my life, you know, since I can remember. It's been an intricate part of my life. I mean, I was good at a lot of other stuff. I made good grades actually. You know, man, I was in like Who's Who and stuff in high school and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could have went to graduate school after I graduated college, but the music has always been the focus. I've quit everything else I was good at to do music, because that's how serious I take this.